Hello, I'm Jeff Myers, and welcome to Elgin Today. On this edition,
we got a chance to say goodbye to longtime City Manager Sean Stegall at a special gathering at the City Hall lobby on Wednesday, July 13th. Sean recently accepted the position as City Manager for Cary, North Carolina. And on that same night, we said goodbye to Fire Chief John Fahy, who is retiring during this month of August. Then we will get information from the co-chair, Joe Vasallo, of this year's Elgin Short Film Festival, slated for Saturday, September 24th at the Hemmons Cultural Center. Elgin Industries and the family and friends of the late Martin J. Skok Jr. dedicate a new fountain at Dupage Court in ceremonies on Thursday, July 7th. Armida Dominguez has all the information about the Downtown Neighborhood Association's Harvest Market for the month of August. And Armida also has information about the Elgin iFest, slated for Saturday, August 27th. Mayor David Captain's segment comes from outside of Advocate Sherman Hospital near the geothermal lake. The mayor's guest is Ray Deal, chief engineer for Advocate Sherman Hospital. Bill Briscoe will have all the details of the 35th annual Elgin Historic House Tour set for Saturday, September 10th and 11th. The tour will include this great house at 359 Park.
We'll have these stories and more on this edition of Elgin Today.
Our first story comes from the lobby of City Hall in the Robert Gilliam Municipal Complex. This crowd assembling in between City Council sessions on Wednesday, July 13th to say goodbye and have a piece of cake with now former Elgin City Manager Sean Stegall. Sean accepted a new job recently as city manager for Cary, North Carolina. Stegall is ending a successful more than a decade and a half run in Elgin with the last 7 years as city manager. Elgin Today would have a chance to reminisce with Sean on this night.
About 16 years ago, I was doing the city council meeting from Jones Intercable, and you young man out of nowhere, walked in, and your Elgin life began. Remember that?
You know, Jeff, I'm smiling because I do. One of the first things that I did in the city, and boy, I am sure glad, frankly, Jeff, that you're still doing what you do. You're so appreciated, not by me, but by Elgin. And that was the beginning, so at least for me, not for you, certainly. And you've just been a credit to the community, so thank you.
I certainly appreciate those words, and you have too as well. You're so beloved, and what a great run. We're going to miss you.
Hey, I'm going to miss everybody here, and you know, Elgin took a chance on me, not only as an assistant, as you were talking about, but as a city manager, and I'll be forever grateful.
And you came here from Galesburg by way of Western Illinois, by way of Batavia, New York, or upstate New York. So it was a great moment, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It just was. It'll always be special, and tonight is bittersweet, no doubt about it. That's the appropriate word.
You're going to miss our golf courses.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing I'm going to miss more than the Highlands and Bowes Creek. Just two credits to the community and certainly to an avid golfer like myself. You know, moving on certainly to a great community, but, you know, no greater than Elgin. So it'll always be that way in my heart and my mind.
I like your spirit. Thanks for all your help over the years.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks to you.
Also on this night at this site, we said an early goodbye to Elgin Fire Chief John Fahy, who had recently announced his intentions to retire as Elgin Fire Chief on August 22nd.
That is right, Jeff. I'm hanging up the boots and going to head to the teaching world for a little while.
We're sure going to miss you. You're so young to do that, but you got a great years ahead of teaching, don't you?
Yeah, I do. You know, I feel young and I feel healthy, and I'm glad that I can retire at this age. I've been here 29 and a half years. I've been in the fire service over 30 years, and you know, I've had my successes, I've had my failures, but it's been a phenomenal career, and it's time to hang up the boots and give someone else a try at it.
Tell me what your future duties are.
Well, I'm going to be the senior advisor of academic programming out at the new Emergency Services Center at ECC, $20 million facility built out in Burlington, Illinois, about 15-20 minutes west of here. And we're going to set up police, fire, and emergency dispatch training in that facility for the future firefighters, emergency dispatchers, and police officers of this area.
That's great. You're going to love that, aren't you?
Yeah, it is. You know, I taught in our regional fire academy here for almost 15 years, and since I announced my retirement, I've got emails from chief officers on departments that trained with me 15 years ago saying, you probably don't remember me, but I went through your academy and I really enjoyed it and it served me well.
Well, that's what it's all about. You love your work, and that's great, satisfying info.
I do. We have a fantastic fire department, fantastic city. I'm going to miss Sean. Sean's going to miss me. I'm going to miss the team. I'm going to miss everybody here. But I can tell you, we have the people here to carry on.
Our second story this time in Elgin. Today we've got a guest, Joe Vassallo, who's co-chair of the Elgin Short Film Festival. We're in August. The event's in September, but we've got lots of preparation to do, don't we?
Yeah, we've been really getting going. Lots of things happening with the 8th Annual Elgin Short Film Festival. We'll be on September 24th this year. We'll have our red carpet reception again. Lots of acts out here at 6:15. The show will start at 7 o'clock. But the important thing for right now is making sure we get films in.
Yeah.
We've already had a lot of films submitted, which has been great. People go to filmfreeway.com to submit films, 20 minutes or less, including credits. We are having 2 categories again this year, both animation and live action. And live action is pretty much anything that's not animated. But that'll all be happening. The deadline, the initial deadline was July 29th, but there's still time. You have till August 26th to get your films into us.
And what's our cost for that?
The 26th cost is $50 to enter the film festival.
And you got a good website as well to look at it in Facebook, don't you?
Yeah, the website is there through the Hemmons. We also have Facebook website, which is awesome. And you can go to filmfreeway.com and get more information as well.
Yeah, that Film Freeway, you went to that last year, I believe. That's great, isn't it?
This is our 3rd year using Film Freeway, and they've been a great partner and great to work with for the films this year.
Our ticket price is?
Ticket price is $7.
What a bargain that is.
It is.
You see great movies, and the crowd is great at Hemmons, isn't it?
The crowd is always fun, especially out in front. The filmmakers are blown away when you guys are out in front watching the red carpet reception coming in. They're not used to that.
Oh, that's a steal. That's the most fun you could have.
We think so.
Jeremy Hayes, our cameraman, loves that segment.
You don't see many international film festivals for $7, and
That's right.
you know, we can definitely say international after last year with Cowboys coming in 3rd place all the way in from Spain. We have a lot of great films coming in again this year.
You really do. And again, one of the most talented and funny folks who works on WGN and is a stand-up comic as well, Mike Toomey is back.
Mike Toomey is back. We couldn't be happier. He's excellent. He's great with the crowd, tells some great stories, gets everybody laughing. It's an awesome night with Mike.
But his impression of Raymond's brother stops the night every time.
Every time. There isn't much Mike doesn't do that'll stop.
Really
Doesn't
funny.
Stop everybody.
It's really great. So again, you're looking like the young folks at Beacon Academy in South Elgin High School maybe to participate.
The Beacon Academy has been a great partnership with us. Every year they put together a little promo for us. They're out here taking footage of the film festival. They're interviewing the filmmakers as they walk the red carpet, and they do an excellent job. There's an excellent group of students down there that do a really fine job for us, as well as other people they work with.
What's the time of the night? When does the red carpet begin that night?
The red carpet will begin at 6:15. Right out here in front. We'll have red carpet. Everybody be right here in front of the Hemmons.
It is great. The red carpet comes out. Now, the night of, we get to vote.
Yes, the audience always has a chance to vote. We have 6 finalist judges. A couple of them this year will be Mr. Carr from Elgin Community College.
Oh, wonderful.
Dan Geyer, the fine film critic from the Daily
Herald,
Herald. Will be a couple of the final judges. But the audience always has a say in it. You have a ballot when you walk in. You get to choose which one you think is best. And the audience vote, hey, it has made a difference in who wins and who doesn't.
We saw when Floyd Brown went into the Walk of Fame for WGN on May 27th, we saw Dean Richards, who emceed the first 2. He still was talking about how much fun it was.
Hey, Dean, I think, really enjoyed some food down at Al's Cafe and a couple other places when he was up here. So
That's
Dean
great.
did a nice job for us.
He's like, we'll invite him to Elgin all the time, won't we?
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts that we need to know about?
No, just be here on the September 24th, 6:15. Tickets are on sale now if you need them now. They will be ready at the box office as well the night of.
All right. And again, it's the Elgin Short Film Festival, the 8th annual. You've been co-chair how many years now?
6.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's a great night. We invite everybody to come on out. Thanks, Joe Vassallo.
Thank you.
We'll see you there.
This crowd assembled at Dupage Court in downtown Elgin on Thursday, July 7th to see the dedication of the Martin J. Skok Memorial Fountain. Elgin Industries, a 3rd-generation Skok family company, showed their affection for Elgin and its people by making this fountain happen. As current Vice President Tom Skok tells us more.
It came about by Butch Stegall making a suggestion to us and Bob that we give a little back to Elgin. It's something my dad always wanted to do, and so he came up with the idea of the fountain because it was unfinished and it was a great idea. So we approached the city and they said that would be awesome, and so we just went ahead and here we are today.
A little backstory to Elgin Industries. We were in attendance in the fall of 2014 as Elgin Industries celebrated their 95th anniversary, which means a major anniversary is just around the corner.
Yes, we have our 100 year coming up in 2019, so we're pretty close to that. So third generation with the company, and we're still going strong. Well, we're manufacturing automotive parts for the big three and the aftermarket, and we employ quite a few people from Elgin and in the surrounding areas, and we stay loyal to Elgin.
Martin J. Skok Jr., we see in video from the 2014 anniversary time, passed away last year. Steve Thorne, whose dad, Bob Thorne, worked for the company for nearly 50 years, gave the official fountain dedication speech.
A city that Martin J. Skok Jr. loved so much. A man who gave back to this town more than probably everyone here knows. From St. Lawrence Church, when people entered, little did they know that beautiful stained glass window in there. The help that he gave the Riverside Club, a social establishment that does a lot for the community. And of course the Elgin American Legion Hall, which brings so many veterans in and does so much. And over the years, when they struggled, Martin always stepped up to make a difference. But another huge thing he did was at one time someone at Elgin Industries said to him, when they saw the size the company had become, have you ever thought about moving this out of state or maybe out of the country where you can make more money? And he just said, are you kidding? What would happen to all these people? That obviously meant more to him, just like this town meant so much to him.
Next, we see Joe and Armida Dominguez, who are great volunteers for events in the city of Elgin. Armida and Joe are members of the committee for the Harvest Market for the Downtown Neighborhood Association, also are involved with the Elgin Eye Fest upcoming on Saturday, August 27th. We talk with Armida Dominguez, who we catch up with at an every Thursday summer event that takes place at the old Gail Borden Public Library parking lot.
Well, we're across the street from the Gail Borden Library, and we're here on every Thursday from 10 to 2, Downtown Neighborhood Association Harvest Market. And we have a great month of August, back to school excitement, and also we're going to be celebrating the Olympics, which is exciting. We have some great vendors this year, and of course we have our special sponsor, Amita Hospital, and then BMO Harris with the link cards that people can come and get $20 worth of tokens, and then we match it with $20 more. Just exciting, our old staples, Mike on the hot dog guy, Wendy Akers, the soap and the lotion, and it's just been good. It's been a good market.
You've had some great crowds this year.
Yes, we have. And then we do counting. We do counts, and every hour, I believe it is, what the adults come in, when how many children that we have, because that's important for our evaluation. To just want to welcome everybody aboard and to come and join, and that's what makes our market grow, is the people. We could bring all this, but if no one comes, so you need to come out. Just want to remind everybody, August 27th, that we're going to have International Festival. Juan Figueroa and myself are co-chairs for the Latin American region, but we have all the Asian, North America. It's going to be exciting. We're praying for good weather this year.
You had some rain in previous years. Riverside Drive it is. That's beautiful down there.
Yes, it is. It's nice and open atmosphere, and the vendors like it. They really stick with it, with us.
We want to thank you. You and your husband are so community-minded. You're everywhere.
Yes. Well, we're giving back, to what was given to us. We're giving back. That's our purpose.
It's time for our segment with Mayor David Captain. A beautiful day in Elgin. We're outside, Mayor.
Yes, we are. A beautiful day, and we're out at Sherman Advocate Hospital, and we're with Ray Deal. He's the facilities manager out here. We're going to talk a little bit about the hospital and some of the things that they've done when they constructed it to make it environmentally friendly, but we kind of revisit here for a few minutes that they had a high-tech fair out here a couple of weeks ago, and it involved some of the things that Sherman Advocates are doing to really move forward with technology. It included robotic surgery. It talked about nanosurgery, using electronics and lasers to do surgery for people less invasive and improve survival rates for certain types of cancers. But as part of the tour out here for that day, they talked about the geothermal lake that's right behind us, Jeff. And I think that's something that's kind of maybe a lot of people haven't seen. But I also want to talk a little bit about the campus and the hospital here itself as to what they've done environmentally. We've got a beautiful location out here with the lake. 3/4 of a mile walking track around the lake.
You've made it many times.
American Heart certified, and a natural area. They got a lot of milkweed here to help monarchs migrate. Ray, tell us a little bit about what advances have taken place when the new hospital was constructed, and then we'll go back and talk a little bit about the geothermal system.
Well, we were very big into the sustainability and the geothermal with the energy efficiency of it. The 15-acre lake behind me controls 3,400 tons of cooling, and we're currently using about 2,250 tons of that. And the energy efficiency from it is 80% less natural gas than our old facility and 15% more electric because all of the heat pumps are electric driven. The big thing we found was water consumption. We are 77% less water consumption than our old facility. Low flow toilets. I have no cooling tower because the lake acts as a cooling tower. Other energy efficiency things we put in were tankless water heaters, low usage LED lights. We're continuing to enhance the system with more LED lights and occupancy sensors in rooms like the ORs. We reduce the airflow down at night when they're not occupied, and that really reduced the air handler down for consumption of energy.
Those are great green facts, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's the state of the art for almost all businesses now that I talk to in Elgin. They're looking at those kind of things to improve the bottom line. It takes capital costs to do that as a part of that. And how much did it cost to put in this geothermal system, and what's the payback been for this?
It was about a $6.9 million addition to the cost of the construction by adding the geothermal. We did receive a grant from the Department of Energy and another one from the Illinois Clean Energy Act. So it was about a $1.1 million grant to help us with that. And in the 6 years we've been here, we've definitely paid that back, and mostly in the gas savings.
So that's a really good return on an investment. How long will this geothermal lake last, and what's the life expectancy of the piping? And I know it's complicated, and maybe we'll get a chance to take a little short view of some of the things that go into this, but what do you expect? What's the life expectancy here?
Well, the heat pumps in the facility are based on about a 15 to 20-year life expectancy. The pipe in the bottom of the lake is 50 years. It has a 50-year guarantee, and it's we hope it lasts that long.
What does the pipe in the bottom of the lake do? Just keep everything?
That's what is the heat sink that allows the heat to transfer. Great. It's more called geo-exchange rather than geothermal.
Aha, see?
There we go. Now I learned something. And this does not freeze in the wintertime because of the exchange as well? And it stays open water most of the year?
No, we do want it to freeze over because that'll insulate the bottom of the lake. The lake does stay warmer than the top. We have seen incidents where it's 32 degrees at the bottom of the lake in the middle of winter. So we did add some supplemental heating to this lake, and we put in bypass loops. So in the winter we bypass most of the lake and try to keep the heat into the building.
We saw a couple of fish.
I did stock the lake.
Did you? Well, they when you came, they said, "Where's lunch?"
Yes, they did.
That was great, man.
We stocked the lake to keep it clean at the bottom of the lake.
And they're all right in the wintertime then?
Yes, there's plenty of heat down there.
Okay.
You're in a question. The air handling and the heating, air conditioning. Do they both run all year round? Do they kind of balance each other out so you have air conditioning even in the wintertime for parts of the building?
Yes, we do. It's a good question. All of our electrical vaults are always producing heat, so we're always in air conditioning mode there. All your kitchen equipment is producing heat, your information technologies. So we're in air conditioning mode probably 10 months out of the year for the bed tower, but 100% of the mode in the mechanical areas.
Great. There's great modern technology today, man.
It's really great stuff. And I think that, you talk a little bit about the capital costs up front. What about maintenance costs for this type of a cooling system? Is it more than it would be for the standard air conditioning, or is it less? Is it easier to maintain? And you're the guy, were you maintaining the old Sherman Hospital as well as part of it?
Yes, I've been with Sherman almost 38 years. And the maintenance costs are on average the same as a standard facility. You have a lot more components that can fail, and the compressors are somewhat expensive when they go, and we've done a lot of things to enhance that failure loss. We added expansion tanks on the compressors so that the refrigerant has somewhere to evaporate before it goes into the compressor. We were finding they were getting slugging with liquid refrigerant.
Wow.
And I know the hospital itself is a much larger facility than the old one, and I've spent a little time out here. And the rooms are larger. It's more of a I guess a user-friendly type of facility than it was in the past, and I think it's just an upgrade. One of the things I wanted to talk about is the area around the lake. And you can see the natural plantings that they have out here. And again, some of these are early costs are a little high to do some kind of plantings like this and to put this kind of landscaping in, but over the course of time you can see the little bit of grass that has to be cut compared to the whole acres and acres of turf grass. And it's better for the environment, better for the lake, keeps materials from washing down in the lake. It's a great area for wildlife too. I've seen all kinds of things out here, herons, and so it's really a nice wildlife preserve and an area that the city can be proud of.
And a great view from the hospital side.
It is, and this is one of the things we like to talk about, things that are uniquely Elgin, and I think this hospital is very unique. We're very fortunate in Elgin to have two great hospitals and great medical care in our community, and I think that's something that we're very proud of. So
we're impressed, Ray. Congratulations. This is great. This is wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions, Mayor?
No, I think this is just really a great visit, and we hope people can get a chance to come out for next year, and maybe we'll have a high-tech fair again.
Now, you promised us you'd walk around the track here, didn't you?
I did.
And you will. Now I did, but I will.
My contract limits me to how far I can walk.
That's right. We're so close to the hospital. Anything happened, we're okay.
That's a good spot to have it happen.
Well, we appreciate all the help here. Ray, congratulations. Great job. And thanks for being, what, you said 30-plus years?
38 years.
Wow. You're not even that old.
Yes, I am.
All right, thanks to Tanya Hudson for her help as well. Mayor, you were great with that. So it's very technical here at Advocate Sherman Hospital. So we appreciate all the information and just looking at all the equipment and all the stuff they have there.
It's really a wonderful facility, and it's cutting edge for a bad term with talking about nano knives and things like that, and robotic surgery, but cutting edge in medical care for our community and for the surrounding communities.
At least he knew what nano knives. He knew how to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Learn something every time.
All right. Well, Ray, we appreciate that. Thanks for being our host.
Thank you very much.
Mayor, before we leave this time, we wanted to talk about our Mike DiMaselli, who passed away on June 22nd, the president of BTE Video, and you know him so well from these segments we do with you.
Yeah, and it's, we have kind of a small family here that does this program, and Jeff Myers and Jeremy, and Mike DiMaselli was kind of the glue that holds us together, and we're sorry to have lost him. He's the guy that set up the camera shots. We ran 2 cameras, and today we're missing 1 camera, and it's kind of sad for us. And Mike was a great guy. I enjoyed working with him for the past 5 or 6 years. Wonderful man, and I think that he probably did what he wanted to do, and he went the way he wanted to go. He was helping other people. He was in South Dakota doing a charity mission for the Indian tribes up there. He'd been doing that for 18 years, and I think if it was his choice, I'm happy for him that way. We're sad to see him go. We're going to miss him a lot. I'm going to miss him personally. Great guy.
Thanks for your thoughts. We appreciate that, Mayor. And he always was proud when he made you look good. You're a handsome man, but he made you look good.
It's a tough job, and you guys are going to have to work a lot harder.
All right, that's our thoughts of Mike DiMaselli. Ray, we appreciate that. Mayor, Captain, thanks a lot. And we're here at Advocate Sherman Hospital. Next, let's get an opportunity to look at some of the great houses of Elgin, as 7 beautiful homes will be a part of an event that takes place this year and every year and celebrates the housing stock of the city of Elgin and brings lots of visitors to our city as well, as we hear from the man in the know.
Hi, I'm Bill Briska. I'm with the steering committee for this year's 35th annual Gifford Park Association sponsored Historic Elgin House Tour, and we're standing in front of our Belle of the Ball house, 359 Park Street. We're inviting everybody to come out. Big event this year. It's going to be 2 days, Saturday and half a Sunday afternoon, because we have 7 wonderful houses. We want people to see that, tour the neighborhood. So we're reminding people that it's going to be September 10th and Sunday, September 11th. That Tickets are available. They'll be at our vendors in mid-August. Those vendors being our old reliable vendors, Al's Cafe and Creamery, the Ziegler Ace Hardware on Spring Street and on Lillian Street, and of course the Jewel Osco service counters both on Larkin and Summit are great ticket vendors for a number of years. But you could also get tickets at gpaelgin.org on the web. Look for the house tour tab, and early tickets get a $5 discount on the adult tickets. Adult tickets are, with the discount, $15, $20 the day of. Seniors and students are $10 either on the day of or in advance. This house is the 2016 Chicagoland Paint and Coatings Association Grand Prize winner for the Painted Lady. And our another house on our tour is the 2015 Grand Prize winner, Painted Lady.
And these are great awards because this is all of Chicagoland, isn't it?
It is. It's all the Chicago area, and Elgin's won a number of these awards, but this house is particularly spectacular, and the 2015 house is also spectacular. And they have both similar stories in that they were restoration efforts lasting over 2 decades and running through a succession of owners, each of which pushed the project ahead a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. The current owners have really put the icing on the cake with these beautiful homes. The Elgin History Museum right across the street, that's the registration site, and people could come and tour this house and a house right across the street from us on my left. And that is at 162 College. That's our Restoration in Progress house, formerly the headmaster's home for the Elgin Academy, and now owned by a great couple that are gradually bringing it back. So an inspiring story there as well.
Well, the historic Elgin House Tour has had 34 great years, a story every year, isn't it?
35th year this year. It's amazing that it's still going. It's going strong.
So successful.
It's done so much for Elgin in terms of raising awareness of these beautiful old properties, but also neighborhood pride and inspiring people not only to move here, but to do the restorations on their own houses. It's really been a big plus for the city. And we always like to remind the city staff that about half the visitors are from out of town.
Yeah.
So that's a great way to showcase the city of Elgin. Well, registration opens at 8:30. The tour starts at 9 on Saturday, and the tour starts at 12:30 on Sunday afternoon. So registration will probably open about a half hour before that at the Elgin History Museum.
Let's close this show with a celebration at Lord's Park that took place the last Saturday in June. It was an important anniversary for an Elgin Scout troop that saw Mayor David Captain reading the proclamation declaring it Troop 10 Day in Elgin. As we learn more.
My name is Frank Scheid. I'm with Troop 10, I'm the committee chair. We just had our 90th party here at Lord's Park. It was a great event. Alumni was here, mayor was here, council members were here. We had a blast today. We're hoping to get more boys into our Boy Scouting and Scouting itself for future boys to earn the rank of Eagle. I had a blast today. It was so enjoyable. We want to get to 150 for our troop. They can get involved. They can contact Three Fires Council out in St. Charles, or they can come by here and we meet at the Isaac Walton League at 899 J Street on Monday nights from 7 to 8:30.
We had some of the alumni here today, and some of the alumni are as old as me. So it's a really great, it's a great tradition. It's great for the kids that are involved. They pay dividends back to us for a long, long time. Became great citizens. That's what it teaches. That's what Boy Scouts is all about. And this Troop 10 has done a fantastic job working with the Isaac Walton League to make Elgin a better place.
You can learn more about the information you saw here in Elgin today or about city services, programs, and events by going to the Elgin website at www.cityofelgin.org. And now the City of Elgin has a 311 contact center. Elgin 311. Call, click, connect by calling 311, the city's information and request resource. For everyone here at Elgin today, I'm Jeff Myers. We'll see you next time.